Please hold. Your feud is important to us. Bandwidth for changelog is provided by Fastly. Learn more at fastly.com. We move fast and fix things here at changelog because of Rollbar. Check them out at rollbar.com. And we're hosted on Linode Cloud servers. Head to linode.com/changelog. What's up, party people? I want to introduce AWS Amplify as a new sponsor here at JS Party. Amplify is a suite of tools and services that enable developers to build full-stack serverless and cloud-based web and mobile apps using their framework and tech of choice. Amplify is built to make front-enders successful because you can use your existing skill set to build full-stack apps that in the past would require deep knowledge around back-end, DevOps, and scalable infrastructure. Amplify simplifies all of that. Amplify gives you easy access to hosting, authentication, managed GraphQL, serverless functions, APIs, machine learning, chatbots, and storage for files like images, videos, and PDFs. Check the link in the show notes for details or head to awsamplify.info/dsparty. Again, awsamplify.info/dsparty. Feud is important to us.
You're listening to JS Party, a weekly celebration of JavaScript and the web. The Feud is back with a brand new edition, and we have a fresh survey so we can keep this game show going. Please head to jsparty.fm/ff to fill it out. Once again, that's jsparty.fm/ff.
It's time to play Frontend Feud.
Hello and welcome. I am Jared Santo, and we're happy to be participating once again in HalfStack Online. If you attended last time around, you may or may not have seen us play JS Danger. That's our Don't Call It Jeopardy game show. What you're about to witness is our Don't Call It Family Feud game show. Those familiar with the American television game show will know how the game works, but for everyone else, this is how we play. We have surveyed 112 JS Party listeners and asked them various questions about front-end development, life as a developer, stuff like that. And our participants here, our two teams will battle to try to match as many surveys as possible. So we are split up into teams. We have Team Emma, and because HalfStack is Halloween themed this time around, our team names are also Halloween themed. Emma, please introduce your team name and the members of your team.
So, hello everyone. I'm Emma, and we are Team Booleans. I hate saying that out loud. It sounded way better in writing. But anyway, I am joined by the lovely Divya. Divya, do you want to say hello?
Hello!
And I'm also joined by a guest team member, Neil.
Hi, it's an honor just to be nominated.
Well, the pleasure is all yours, Neil. We also have Nick here as well. Now, Emma's team actually won Front-End Feud last time around, but Nick's team also won because, Nick, you're on Emma's team last time. So we have two returning champs, but now you're forced to do battle. Nick, please introduce your team name and your team members.
Thank you, Jared. Yes, we are Team Whiteboard Interviews.
Spooky.
And on my team today is Amel. Amel, how's it going?
Hi. I'm still laughing from Neil's joke. I'm going to steal that line. It is an honor indeed just to be nominated.
Indeed. And we also have a special guest, and that is Jem Young. Jem, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello. Thanks, Nick, and thanks for having me on. I just want to say you're going to regret having me on your team. Just letting you know that.
We already do. All right, well, let's feud, shall we? So first up in the battle round works with two contestants, one from each team comes up and tries to match the highest surveyed response. Whoever goes highest on the board gets to win the board, and they can either play or pass. So first up, we have team captains Emma versus Nick. Step right up. You will buzz in when you think you have an answer. You can buzz in by saying buzz, buzz, fizz buzz, or any sort of sound that makes me think that you buzzed. Are you ready?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Name something front-end devs complain about.
Buzz.
Oh, shoot. That was a simultaneous buzz. I'm going to give it to Emma because she said it louder.
Cool. I'm going to say meetings.
Survey says.
Oh, yeah. You know what? Thanks. I think that was a really good answer, but I have like I feel like I'm going to channel my inner grandma. I think we can nail this one.
Okay, Nick, it defaults to you. What is something that front-end devs complain about?
Everything. Just kidding.
I'm going to say code.
It's not your turn.
Life.
Sorry, Nick. Say it again, Nick. Couldn't hear you.
I'm going to say code.
Code. Not quite specific enough. I'm not going to give that one to you. Back to Emma. This started like last
real quick
game.
though, Jared, before I say my answer, we have to quarantine Mel if she's going to keep like saying things because to be fair, that could have been one of the answers. Just saying. I don't play dirty.
All right.
Do I?
Amel,
I don't know.
stay in your Amel, please stay in your corner until you're called upon.
Okay. Sorry. I don't. You have to understand, everybody. I am the child of African immigrants. We don't really do good with rules. We kind of, we make our own rules in my house.
I have to introduce a mute button. Okay, Emma, back to you.
How about non-semantic HTML? Okay, whoever you're interviewing is a terrible developer.
I'm sorry, but you guys are being way too specific.
This is going about as well as last time.
Well, you look like he wasn't specific enough.
It's a slow burn.
Oh, is that what I said? Nick, back to you. Please save us. Well, it's just a battle round. One of these two has to hit one, and then we'll go to the rest of the players. Go on, Nick. You can do it.
Do we have a question for how many engineers does it take to figure out this game?
This is 112 people. Surely you can match some of them. Name something front-end devs complain about, Nick, please. Please name something.
Coworkers.
Oh, goodness. I'm not going to give that one to you either.
Oh, come on, Nick. I have so many.
You're really close this time. You're really close this time. All right, Emma, back to you.
I think it must be all that TypeScript.
Getting to
cheap shots from your own team.
We're family.
Sorry.
How about their manager?
I'll say that one just missed the board. It's not on there, but you're right on time.
Oh man, it's back to me.
We have 5 things on the board.
Do I need to get a thesaurus out?
Who made them captain?
Name something that front-end developers complain about.
Whose turn is it?
Nick's turn. This is Nick versus Emma here.
Something that front-end developers complain about.
Yes.
They complain about JavaScript.
Correct.
Stockholm syndrome.
I have Stockholm syndrome. I live here.
So 15 people said either JavaScript or JavaScript fatigue, something along those lines. And that's correct. So you win the board, and now you can either play or pass. There are 5 things on the board. That was the number 2 answer. So you have 1, 3, 4, and 5. And you have 3 strikes for your team to name those other 4 answers. Will you play or pass?
Let's play.
You're going to play. Okay, so we go from Nick to Jim. Jim, name something that front-end devs complain about.
Can I say frameworks?
Survey says. No, you cannot say frameworks. That's 1X.
You were so confident.
Okay, now we go to Amel. Amel, it's your turn. Welcome.
Oh, so
Mel has a long list.
So many things. I would say styling CSS.
Survey says.
Number 1 answer.
Yes.
Nice.
Number 3 answer with 14
Emma's
responses.
not happy by that at all. She's like, what do you mean?
That was going to be my next answer.
The number 1, number 4, and number 5 answer are still on the board. We're back to Nick, and your team has 1 strike, so you have 2 more strikes to give.
Oh man.
Nick?
Okay, let's see. They complain about their editor.
I'm sorry, they did not make the cut. You now have 2 strikes, which means the game is in Jem's hands. Jem?
Oh.
Yeah.
Last strike.
No pressure. This is where I live for.
Okay.
Something front-end devs complain about.
Yes.
What do I complain about? Everything. But specifically front-end, I'm going to go with writing tests.
Survey says. No.
Oh, you bum front-end devs not writing tests.
That was good.
How can you complain about it when you never do it?
That was good. That was a solid answer.
Okay, so now Team
Thank you, Emma.
Booleans gets a chance to steal.
This, Emma.
You have one
No,
guess.
it's us. It's us.
Oh, it's us?
We
The
get
team
to
can
talk.
confer. Yes, you get one guess.
I was thinking build tools.
I was going to say
on my mind.
Webpack, actually.
Yeah, hold
Let's
on.
do
Wait. We can confer with our team.
No, the
Not
other
you.
team is stealing from your team. Your team
We're
is
stealing.
No, I know.
Done.
Yeah.
Amel,
okay.
if you get all three wrong, we get a chance to steal it. We could talk about it, and then we give
Right.
one answer. And if we
so
get
you
it
can
right,
only
we steal
talk
it
about
all.
it. I see.
They
Yeah,
only talk about it at the end. Yep, on the
Got
steal.
it.
And you get one guess.
Got it.
So what are you going with here?
Webpack.
Yeah, build tools / Webpack.
Survey says? No.
Oh, come on,
I
really?
spend 90% of my time doing
That was a good one.
Oh my gosh.
So the team whiteboard interviews keeps their 29 points that they've scored. The number one answer, which nobody guessed, which will sound super obvious in retrospect, is browsers / IE, Safari, compatibility, etc.
This is in 1999. I don't know.
Yeah.
Tell that to the survey respondents. The number 4 thing that front-end devs complain about is back-end devs with 9 answers.
Oh, that's some serious
Really?
shade.
That's
Wow,
like
that's
meta.
shade.
Super.
And now we come full circle because the number 5 answer, I heard it twice mentioned as a joke, they complain about everything. There are 6 people that responded with everything.
Oh my
So,
god. That's so
Those
general.
are the ones missed. Bosses and managers barely missed the board. There were 6 responders. 3 people complained about NPM, 2 about Webpack, 1 about Vim, 1 about Jira, 1 about lack of respect. So there's a few other answers out there.
Okay.
These are really
Respect.
broad.
Yeah.
So that is round
Snake.
1. We now go to round 2. It's going to be our guests, Neil versus Jem. Gentlemen, step right up.
All right, Neil, get your buzz ready.
Wait, so did we get points for that round?
Yes, you got 19.
Yeah, you
Your
got-
face.
Yeah.
Cool.
yeah.
Neil, just channel your inner front end dev that doesn't exist.
Buzz as loudly as you can, even if you don't know the answer.
Name something you might do on a Zoom meeting.
Buzz.
Jem, you buzzed
Neil, you
in.
had one job.
Jem buzzed in
Tell-
immediately.
Something you do in a Zoom meeting would be tell someone that they're muted.
Survey says. Number 1 answer with 22. This covers
Nice
both
job.
people who responded with muting and unmuting. So now both those are gone. And since that was the number 1 answer, your team wins the board. And now you can just play or pass. Neil actually does not get a guess. So does team whiteboard interviews like to play this round or pass?
What do you think, team?
I think we can give it a whirl. You got nothing to lose.
Okay. So you guys are playing. We go to Amel. Amel, there are 6 total answers on the board. Jem has named the number 1 answer, so there's 5 more left. What is something
What do
you
you
might
do
do on a Zoom
On a
meeting?
Zoom, I would say screen share.
Survey says
Oh, no.
Ah,
did not make the
Okay.
cut.
Wow.
Just
We go
before
to
we
Nick.
continue,
That's a surprise.
I want Neil to know he's been unnominated.
Oh,
No, I'm sorry. I'm throwing shade. I'm just kidding.
It's a moonlight moment.
the pleasure is all yours. All right, Nick, we're to you. You got 1
All right.
strike, and there's 5 things left on the board.
Okay. There's an answer I want to give, but I don't think it's on there. You know what? I'm going to say drink.
Drink. Survey
out,
says no,
Really?
not even close. Okay, back to Jem. Apparently the only one who's good at this round. Jem?
We're all drinking on this call. I just thought I'd say that though.
Some of us have more adult beverages than others. It's fine.
Excuse me, I will have you know that coffee and tea is an adult beverage.
Fair enough.
So is
It's a beverage
water.
for real adults.
So is water.
Yes. Jem, please name something on the board.
I just want to say that the hate that I have for Emma is powering my answers right now. I just want you to know
Really?
that.
Because in the first round, you got it wrong. Just saying.
But we just won the board already, so...
Yeah.
All right, go. Just tell us your answer, smarty
You
pants.
have 20-something points. That's a lot, right?
So something that people do in a Zoom meeting, I'm going to say forget to turn off their video.
Survey says number 2 answer
Nice.
with 11 respondents. Now that covers both camera off and camera on. So some people say turn it off, turn it on, forget to, etc.
Yeah.
So
My
that's the number
shoulder
1.
is so heavy with the burden that I'm carrying right now for my team. Just carrying my team on the back right now.
Okay,
So,
Amel, it's time for you
Wow,
to
Jen.
Way to burn bridges.
All right.
participate here.
All right, yeah. Let's see. So what do people do on Zoom? So they mute and unmute, turn their camera on and off. They clearly don't screen share, apparently. I don't know. I guess I'm the only one doing work on Zoom. They... I would say, I don't know. I'm going to put a wild thing out there, which is like play with their virtual backgrounds, like change their backgrounds or whatever.
Solid.
Survey says number 4
Solid
answer.
answer.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
That's
All
worth
right,
9
thanks.
points.
Oh, nice. Very nice, Neil.
Is that Sweden?
I had it queued up for the steal. Like I
Oh,
was
that would have
like-
been great.
The Swedish
I had a whole
royal
bit.
palace.
Yeah, you get points, Neil.
both end names.
Nick, we are back to you. There's 2 strikes, and there are 3 answers left on the board.
No pressure.
No pressure.
Yeah.
What do people do on a Zoom meeting?
They chat.
Correct.
Wow.
Number 3
Are we
answer.
we're just listing Zoom features at this point.
Basically, yeah.
They play Frontend Feud.
Sponsored by Zoom.
Okay, so you guys are almost there. Sponsored by Zoom. Yeah.
My next answer, they only pay $15 a month, to
Right.
get.
Zoom doesn't need a sponsor. They're already everywhere. Okay. We're down to the last 2, number 5 and number 6. So it's going to get a little harder here. And we have one more strike. Back to you, Jem. You're 2 for 2 right now. Can you deliver?
Yeah.
Hmm.
You're the best front-end developer ever, Jen.
I know, and I don't even do front end. What does that say about the state of front end development? Something people do in a Zoom meeting. I guess for 5 and 6, we have to get meta. So I'm going to say complain about video chat meetings.
Survey says.
No way.
Not on the board.
Too
That was
meta.
good. I like
All
that.
right.
Too
That's
meta.
3
Too meta.
strikes.
I have an idea, okay, for this
Okay.
deal.
Okay.
What about asking if they can see my screen when screen sharing? Like, can you see my screen?
That's a good one.
I was also thinking screen recording.
Yeah, same. I was thinking,
'Cause I was
is it
listing more
recording
features.
as a question? Because everyone asked that.
I think you guys are going down a dangerous path.
I don't think so. Because screen share is an action, and asking if someone can see your screen is a completely different thing.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
Is that
But
your
was that
guys'
related to
final-
the screen?
If this one gets it, Jared, I'm just letting you know I'm going to contest.
No, but that one was, yeah, it's like there was screen share was mentioned already. So if that was not
Yeah.
a subset of the previous one, like I think Jared assumes that if
There's
you
a
say
risk.
a word that's a subset of a larger word, it
Yes,
counts.
I grouped together. I'll
Yeah,
group
so
together
fine.
it's not
Alright,
screen
fine.
sharing.
Okay, so I guess, Divya, you're probably right then.
Neil said the same thing. We were on the same.
She's right, she's
Neil
right.
and I are on the same
We're
frequency.
throwing
I
shade
don't know
at
where
me, so
you
I'm
are.
good.
Neil
was
was
guys'
nominated.
Wait, Emma, don't you mean ML? You're right. Like, I'm the one saving you guys from.
Stop helping them.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
sorry,
seriously,
path.
Emma.
Yeah.
Whose team are
okay.
you on?
Sharing is caring. I want everybody's team.
What's your answer,
I'm a
Team
platform
Booleans?
engineer. Just kidding.
What's our final answer, Team Booleans?
Screen recording.
Screen recording. And the survey says? No.
Okay,
you
can we
missed the
contend?
steal.
I think people just are not aware of all the features that Zoom offers.
Well, the survey didn't list out all the things.
Open
Yeah.
out the Zoom preferences tab, everybody.
You should have said they quit after 40 minutes.
The number 5 answer, yes. The number 5 answer was check Twitter or check crypto or surf the web. Basically, surf the web, do other things.
Yeah, not pay attention. Yeah,
Right.
that's-
And then the
that's what I
number
thought.
6 answer was actually work. They just said work.
What?
Yeah, they work.
Can I
People
just
work
want to
on Zoom?
publicly state that your team is not winning because you get the answers right. You're getting because no one's getting anything right.
That,
I think
that's
we got a lot of
meta.
points last round.
Actually, that reflects
unfortunately.
on you, Jared, or the public. Actually, I don't know.
I didn't come up with the answers. I just came up with the questions. So 4 people answered zone out or sleep or take a nap. 2 people said don't wear pants. 2 people said cry. 1 person said play the ukulele. Show off my cat was another common answer. And then check my pores, which I thought was really kind of weird and morbid. But yeah,
Weird.
anyways.
That's
Okay.
really weird. Also, I
after-
don't think the fidelity is high enough for that. Is it?
You're
I
real
don't think
technical
so.
on
I feel
that
like
right
I'm always
away.
washed out on Zoom.
Nick, you just went super zoom in on your face. You have very nice pores. Yeah. What kind
Yeah.
of
Yeah,
lotion do
great.
you use? It's nice.
Oh, it's too close.
So after 2 rounds, Team Nick, aka Whiteboard Millionaire. What's your team name? The Whiteboard Interviews? Whiteboard Millionaires. I like that better.
Whiteboard millionaires.
Yeah, has 81. And Team Booleans has 0. Okay.
What's up, JS Party people? Have you ever wondered if you could be offering a faster, less buggy experience for your customers Well, with Raygun Error and Performance Monitoring, you have all the information you need at your fingertips to quickly find and fix errors and performance issues across your tech stack down to the line of code. Raygun makes it easy to monitor the impact of your performance improvements, quickly identify issues across web and mobile apps, and see how your code performs in the hands of your customers. This saves you time, this saves you money, and this saves your sanity. Head to raygun.com to join thousands of customer-centric software teams who use Raygun every single day. Again, raygun.com to give them a try with a free 14-day trial.
Divya and Amel, you're now to battle off in our next round. Please step up to the board.
I have to battle my friend.
That's right.
This is so sad.
Are you ready?
Mean, we put our friendship to the test.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
We already have enemies on this call, so we'll see where we end.
Yeah. Apparently, yeah. It's okay.
Okay, name something you learned but never used in practice. Okay, Amel buzzed in first.
I'm going to say complex. Like a lot of front-end engineers are probably not doing a lot of like not data sciencey, like they're not using a lot of data structures. So, I would say like data structures, algorithms, red black trees, like that whole genre of stuffs.
Okay.
So. Good answer.
I'm going to interpret that as data structures, and I'm going to say that is the number 2 answer.
Yeah, data.
Nice.
Boom.
Linked in that is like linked lists, B trees,
linked
etc.
lists is what I was thinking, yeah.
Yep. So that's 13 people responding. So you have number 2, but the number 1's still on the board. So that means Divya does have a chance to name it and she can steal the board.
Oof. The question was around can you say the question again?
Name something you learned but never used in practice.
Data structures was already mentioned. Algorithms, I think. That's
Algorithms. Survey says? Number 1 answer.
Yeah.
Hey, you know I said algorithms, right? I was like data structures, algorithms.
You said a bunch of stuff.
You named like 6 things. I had to go with the first thing.
You should have said everything you didn't, and the one time you shouldn't have, you did.
Yeah. You know what, Emma? Thanks.
So Divya's team steals the board. I assume since you guys haven't played yet, you want to play this board? Team Divya and Emma?
Yeah, let's do it. Why not?
Yeah. We haven't. What do we have to lose? 0?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So there's 4 total answers on the board. You already have the number 1 and the number 2 answers. So you're trying to hit 3 and 4, and you have all 3 strikes to go. So we will go to now Emma, your turn.
How about recursion?
Recursion. Survey says? Yes.
Very
That's
nice.
the number 4 answer.
Nice.
Very nice. 5 points there. You now have all but
We're
1.
coming for you.
And you have all 3 strikes to waste. We now go to Neil. Name something you learned but never used in practice.
Oh, I don't know. I'm probably going to get this wrong. I studied computer engineering.
Lots of stuff then.
Machine code is one thing that I learned that I never used.
Is that your answer?
Yep.
Okay. Survey says? Nope.
That's a solid point, though. If you learn computer science, they'll generally teach you assembly language.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a bad guess at all. But a strike nonetheless. We now go back to Divya, trying to hit that last number 3.
Oh, man. He is on. Functional programming.
Functional programming. And the survey
1,000
says...
fairies just died.
I was going to say Elm, but I didn't want to throw shades.
Okay, so not on there, functional programming, but there is one answer left, and we're back to Emma.
I was going to guess that for what it's worth. How about PHP?
PHP. Survey says? No. Okay, now it's time for the other team to steal.
Memory management.
Nick's team, you all have one guess. Go ahead.
What do you think about memory management?
Nah. How many answers are left? There's 2 or 1?
Just 1. The number 3 answer is the only one left. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Memory management, yeah.
Nah.
Things that you have to learn.
I would say Java.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you
seriously.
said JavaScript, and I was like, huh.
I would say, yeah. I don't know, maybe some statically typed language. I would say if we can broaden that to like a statically typed language of some kind.
I'll go with that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Are you good? Okay.
So Java or a statically typed language? Any statically typed language?
Any.
Or Java?
So
Any.
broad.
I'll
Go with any, it's broader.
I guess I don't know why I'm
broader.
drilling down because they're both wrong.
Oh, Jared, you set us up so well.
So the number 3 answer, and this does not bode well for our industry. People
If they
learn
say
but never
CSS,
use in
I
practice.
swear.
Testing/TDD. How are
I
you not
was
testing
thinking
in the
about that.
That's
previous
terrible.
question?
Shame on all of you.
Write some
Shame.
tests, y'all. Write some tests. So
I was going to
10
say that, but I
people
think
answered
Kenzie
thus.
Dodds would have just curled over.
we should probably unleash him on these people. So a few other answers: Haskell, ERD diagrams, Big O notation, my entire CS degree, which was kind of cool.
Ooh.
And then the real curious one, deodorant. Think of that.
Oh.
Oh,
right.
Whoever submitted that, I love them.
So Team Emma is now on the board. It's 33 to 81. They're right back in it, and we now go on to round
Emma's like back from the dead.
4.
Boolean.
Back from the dead, and we're
Boolean.
back to Emma and Nick. Step right up. Name something developers put on their website.
Buzz,
Nick got it first.
that's so not true. I'm in Sweden. I have a lag on my connection.
Just because you're louder doesn't mean you're first.
Oh.
Nick squeezed it in
I'm
there.
trying to be loud.
Go ahead, Nick.
It's something they put on their website. I'm going to say their resume.
Their resume.
Oh.
Oh, I guess not.
That's pretty good.
There are 5 answers on the board. Emma, it's back to you. Hey, go ahead.
I guess I'm going to go safe just to hopefully steal the board. I'm going to go with contact information.
That one I will give to you. Contact form or how to contact me. Yes. So that is the number 3 answer. But since Nick
I didn't
missed
think it would be number
altogether,
1, yeah.
Yep. You are on the board and you can play or pass.
Oh, we're playing.
Okay. So we now go to Neil. Name something developers put on their website.
A link to their GitHub.
A link to their GitHub. Survey says number 1 answer.
So that's what
Yeah.
I was going to say,
Nice.
but I wasn't sure if people said portfolio was their GitHub or if it was not.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good point.
The answers in this were GitHub or social links. Anybody that says like links to Twitter and social sites was all that one big thing. Okay. That's the number 1 answer. We're 33. So we still have 2, 4, and 5 available. And we are now to Divya.
Interesting. I'm thinking copyright information.
Is
But
copyright
I don't know if
information?
that's too like
Wait a second. Was that your answer? Or did you just read
it's
my
not.
face and try to
I was
change
just
it?
I just thought I would think out loud, you know.
Oh, okay.
You know, like whiteboarding kind of thing.
Right. I feel like you were reading my face and then you just changed it as I began.
No,
to hit
no.
the-
I was thinking out loud. I was also your face has told us nothing
Copyright.
so far.
Oh,
You've
good.
led us on many times to believe you were on the right track. So I believe nothing.
Okay, good. I feel like I'm doing my job then. So,
What do they have on their websites? Probably a blog.
show me blog. Yep, number 5 answer. Blog or blog posts with 5 responses.
The copyright thing is like I've seen it on many places. They're like written 2019 copyright whatever. Because
for sure.
I don't know. Maybe I just follow people with that.
Well, we have 2 answers left and we are back to Emma.
All right, I'm torn between 2, but I think I will go for information about themselves. Like an about section.
An about section. Survey says.
You mean a bio?
Yes, thank you.
I would have said bio. Yeah.
I would have said bio too.
It did not make the cut.
What are these websites, these personal websites without bios? Like, who are these people?
I guess they assume
Jared,
they
we're
just
gonna
know
have
you.
to-
They're like, you should know.
You're talking about our listeners here. Remember, JS
Yeah, I was
Party's
gonna
listeners
say.
filled this out.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Yeah, this is amazing. Okay.
Remember that doesn't mean their website doesn't have a bio. It's like, what's the first thing they think of when we ask them this
I
question,
see.
right?
I
You ask them the
see.
question, they answer. So it's like what they
Oh,
think of.
got it.
Right?
Okay,
All right.
what
So,
they think of.
Neil, there's 1 strike. You got 2 strikes left, and you have 2 answers on the board.
I'm going to say a photo of them.
A photo. Survey says.
That was my other answer.
That's a good guess.
I would have said that.
It's definitely.
Yeah. It's a
You
good
should have a
answer.
photo on your website.
But
people.
I think-
That was, yeah.
I think we need to stop thinking about portfolios as being a separate website.
Yeah, I think it might be just the same included. I don't know.
Okay, we are on to Divya. You're at 2 strikes, so this will be your last guess unless you get one correct.
The pressure.
Copyright?
Copyright.
Yeah, I'm just going to say copyright. I don't even know at this point what people like. I mean, I don't have a lot of information on
Are you
mine.
going to say copyright?
I'll go with that. Why not? I don't care.
It's the hopeless answer.
That's why.
Oh.
I'm
No,
a
not on
little
there.
perturbed that you don't care, but also you're so like legally correct, and I love it.
Yeah, I am. Everything's legally binding, you
A
know.
little perturbed that you don't
legally
care.
binding.
Okay. Can
I
the
stand my
whiteboard
ground.
millionaire steal?
Expired
You now have a
certificate?
chance to steal.
Anything.
Whiteboard millionaires, I love it. I feel like we're kind of losing some steam. So
Yeah.
I think my answer would be a link to my OnlyFans page. But you know, this is a friendly family show, so
Yeah.
I won't say that. But team, what do you think about saying projects? A link
Yes.
to projects they've
Yes,
built.
yes. I was gonna say that.
Final answer?
Yeah,
Let's do it.
yeah.
Projects.
Survey says.
Ding, ding, ding.
Ding, ding, ding.
Oh, I guess
Number
the
2
portfolio
answer.
one was right.
Boom.
Yep.
Actually, my
Yeah.
portfolio is just a copyright.
Good job. Good job.
Do you see my shoulders from carrying so much of the weight of the team on my
Oh,
shoulders?
wow.
Hopefully you're not the one who
Okay.
forgot how to use deodorant. So
It was also me. I filled out some of these answers. You should know that.
Okay, so after 4 rounds, Team Emma has 33 and Team Nick has 138. So it might be out of reach, but we are now going to introduce a new round, which we call the inverted round. I learned about this from listener Alexi, who wrote in after our last front-end feud and said in Russia, they have the same game, although it's called 100 to 1 there. And they have this special round called the inverted round. There's no battle, but each team gets one response. The team who has the lowest points gets to go first, which is Team Emma. What you're trying to do is name something on the board, but you want to hit the bottom of the board, not the top. So the bottom is worth more points than the top.
Oh, that's
Okay.
so cool, actually.
Smart.
Yeah.
It's making you flex your brain in a different way.
That's
you
right.
know?
So there are 4 answers on the board, and you're shooting for the bottom.
shouldn't be hard for us.
Name a web protocol that you're very familiar with. Now remember, you're trying to find not the obvious answer, but the less obvious answers. There's 4 of them on the board,
Okay.
and we go to Team Emma first.
Okay, so let's think about the obvious ones. The obvious ones would probably, TCP/IP probably. What other ones are there?
Are we talking about HTTP protocols or like just
Here's
network
the exact-
Stop helping them. Stop helping them.
Okay, just curious.
Just
It says name a web protocol that you're very familiar with. That's what it said. So they can interpret that however
That
they
you
want.
are very familiar with.
That's right.
So it's
it
something that
wouldn't-
people generally aren't familiar with.
No,
Not
are.
necessarily. It's going to be the 4th answer of the things that people are familiar with.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, but look at the answers we've gotten thus far in the show. We have someone who doesn't use deodorant. You know, someone who cries on Zoom. So I mean,
2 people cry on Zoom.
all these are you're just describing.
We're just doing. I think we're just doing the top 4, right? We're just doing.
That's
the
right.
top
Top 4. You have to get in the
Yeah,
top
but
4,
we
but
have
you
to
want to
start
aim
from
for
the
the
bottom.
bottom. That's right.
Started from the bottom.
I don't know.
So Team Emma, please.
Those are the only 2 ones I know. So,
4. You can do HTTPS.
What was the
maybe,
second
and-
one? Yeah, HTTP, I guess.
but
That's a
but
first.
I think TCP/IP is less known for web devs. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, that's probably fair.
Let's just go with
WebSocket?
that one.
What about WebSocket?
I was thinking
that-
sockets too. Sockets would be pretty low on the list as well.
All right, let's
Yep.
do that. Sure,
What is your answer?
Neil.
WebSockets.
WebSockets. Is WebSockets on the board? It sure is, and it's the number 3 answer, which means it's the number 2
Okay,
answer,
that's pretty low. Nice.
which means it's worth 30 points. That's a very good answer. So you now have 63.
Still not caught up.
Nope, not caught up. Nick, Jim, and Amel, name a web protocol that you're very familiar with. Remember, you're trying to hit the more obscure answer.
Should we go with secure
Well, I'll let
websites?
you all go, and then I'll say what and we'll see if we agree. You know,
Okay. What do you say there, Nick? Secure WebSockets?
I was joking, but yes.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I
More
was gonna
obscure,
say HTTPS.
that's a good one, but I think it's up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I hazard a guess? Can I say UDP? I'm not. Yeah, I put that in there. But I'm also open to HTTPS because I think people don't know about it.
Did the other team do TCP already?
Oh, they did WebSockets.
Okay. I would say that, like, yeah. I feel like I'm a little bit confused about this question though, because, like, you know, does this include like HTTP protocols like get, rest, post, head, whatever? Like, or is this, you can't tell me, right?
The thing is that it's however the reader interpreted the survey question. The way they interpret it, they answer it the way they read it. So
yeah, I would almost say like, yeah, I'd want to put like maybe delete or something like, I don't know, like deletions
Options.
Or something people don't do. Yeah. Cores, like how, but I mean, that's like the cores flight is something also people don't do a lot.
Right.
But I don't know.
All right, Nick, you're team captain. You have to make the final call on this one. You have Jem's advice. He said UDP. You have Amel threw out a few things.
Jem's been like,
he's been on fire.
He's been on fire. So let's go with that.
Yeah, let's do it.
But I'm changing my answer. I like TCP/IP. I think people, it's a well-known web protocol, but I doubt people are familiar with it. But actually, that would be higher. So let's go lower. So I'll stick with UDP.
Okay.
Right. Let's do with the non.
Final answer is UDP. Survey says no, did not even make the board. So the 4 answers, the one, which was number 1, which ends up having the least amount of points, overwhelmingly was HTTP, which with 83 of the 112 people answered HTTP. Number 2 was WebSockets, which you guys got correct. That was worth 30 points. DNS was number 3. And the lowest one, which is the highest one in points, is REST.
Really?
That's so weird. Yeah.
So weird.
Amal, you were in that direction.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I was, but that's okay. You don't have to listen to me, Jem.
I assumed REST would be the most common answer.
No,
Yeah,
it's not
exactly. I thought it would be
HTTP.
way higher than HTTP.
Same.
I bet devs are not familiar with.
So Jem came in here with 1 rival and left with 5.
But REST is it's like a pattern.
Yeah.
It's not
Right.
like, it's like
But people are familiar with like GraphQL, and that's really popular. And GraphQL is essentially always talked about with reference to REST. So.
Yeah. No, I know, but I meant that, like, I thought it was more like about like actual web protocols, like, like standards. Stuff.
I see.
Right.
Yeah.
You may have thought more deeply about the question than a lot of people taking the survey. Remember, the survey has 25 questions, and people are kind of cruising through them. So they probably just, first thing that comes to their head, bam, bam, bam.
Right.
Anyways, Alexi, thanks for writing in about that. That's a cool inverted round. We'll keep that around. And after all rounds, the winning team, the game is not over, but the winning team is Nick with 138. The whiteboard, turns out they're millionaires after all. And the Booleans pulled up a 0, I guess, because they have 63 points. False. I don't know. 0, false. Okay. You did
That's not
win.
funny. We had points.
You
Can't just
points.
not have points and give us 0.
You can take your points with you.
Booleans also mean true, so it could be.
That's why I was trying to say false, like you lost. I don't know. Anyways,
No,
it was
I don't
dumb.
like
It wasn't
that.
funny.
No.
Looks like I'm the common
I
denominator.
thought it was funny, James.
Not
I thought it was
false.
True losers could be another name,
This is where I need to be more like Nick and say my jokes quieter so that people don't hear them.
Losers.
This episode is brought to you by DigitalOcean, Droplets, Managed Kubernetes, Managed Databases, Spaces, Object Storage, Volume Block Storage, Advanced Networking like Virtual Private Clouds and Cloud Firewalls, Developer Tooling like the robust API and CLI to make sure you can interact with your infrastructure the way you want to. DigitalOcean is designed for developers and built for businesses. Join over 150,000 businesses that develop, manage, and scale their applications with DigitalOcean. Head to do.co/changelog to get started with a $100 credit. Again, do.co/changelog.
We now go to the final round. This is fast money round. So the way this round works is just the winning team. That's Nick, Jem, and Amel. You pick 2 participants to do fast money. The way fast money works is one of you goes in a cone of silence. The other one participates. I have 5 questions. You just try to hit the number 1 answer on each one. So it's a rapid fire. I'll say the question. First thing that comes to your head. I'll say the next question. First thing all the way down. Okay. And then we bring the person out of the cone of silence. They then get to go. And we add up your points total. If you get over 100, then you win fast money, which is also equals 0 or false because there's no money here. It's just all for bragging rights, but it's fun. So Nick, Who should be playing Fast Money Round for your team?
Does anyone not want to play?
I mean, I think it should be our star man.
Yeah.
I think the guest is an obvious choice there. Since
Yeah.
he's been carrying the weight.
I think I should sit this out because
No.
if we win based on my answers, and then of course we're gonna win again if I go.
But there's nothing else to win.
Yeah,
Well, it's just more. It's just more bragging
Yeah.
rights, you know.
Yeah,
You'll just
okay,
hear about it
okay.
for the next year, and you don't tire from me.
You'll be tired of
So I will
winning.
follow you on the internet and be like, remember that time when I carried you?
Yeah.
So you don't want that from me.
All right, Nick, you decide who's going to play and who's going to sit.
I think
Make
it should
Jem
be-
play.
I think it should be Nick. Or
Think it
no,
should be-
Do you want
Nick
to sit out?
decides.
Nick and them all. Nick and them all.
no. I think it should be Nick because
Well, it's two of us, right?
There's two people.
There's two people.
Two people play. One person sits.
Okay, fine. Then both of us. Yeah, that's fine.
They're gonna do
Alright.
so well since they don't know the rules. It's gonna be great.
Okay.
You know, I feel like that was a backwards compliment.
It's just
You know what? Thanks.
Amel.
I don't follow rules.
Okay,
Yes,
you're gonna go
yeah.
second. So I'm gonna have you mute your microphone and look into. Just open up Slack. Yeah, look into my eyes. No, mute yourself. You can't listen and you can't look, but just open your Slack DM with me. I'm gonna DM you when you're ready to come back.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you have to have-
okay.
You have
Got
to
it.
have complete
So you mean
silence.
You like mute, and then you want me to not hear you?
Yeah,
at
take off
all?
your headset
Okay.
or what do you have to do
Okay,
to like?
yeah, I can take
Oh,
off.
she's gone.
No, sorry, I can take off my headset.
Okay.
Or-
And also mute your
Yeah.
microphone in case you're just like singing a song or humming along or whatever you do.
I'm
over
gonna
there.
mute my.
Okay,
my-
Jen,
Can,
are you
can we
ready?
not put her in a breakout room sponsored by Zoom? That great feature.
I'm
that
actually
Zoom
surprised
has,
no one
breakout
mentioned
rooms.
breakout room. That is a good one.
That is a good Zoom feature, especially if you upgrade for just $15.99 a month. Okay. Price and participation may vary. All right.
All right, so I'm going first.
Yep. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Name a platform for learning front-end development.
Egghead.
Name something you might find in a commit message.
WIP.
Name something you associate with Silicon Valley.
Money.
Name a way to determine if code is bad.
Linting.
Okay. Name something that front-end developers might swap.
Editor configs.
Okay.
that
Very
was
good.
solid.
That was good, Nick.
Good
yeah,
job, Nick.
that was really good.
Way to be a captain.
That was a good
So proud of
captaining.
you.
Let me send Amel a DM so I get her back.
I am back.
Okay.
Oh my god, I'm so scared. I don't
We
know
were
what
nervous. Now, because Nick has
Okay.
gone first,
Oh
you
boy.
might have a duplicate answer. Okay.
Oh,
So if
no.
you answer the same thing he answered, you'll hear this sound, and you'll have extra time to name another one.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna ask you 5 things. You just first thing that comes to your head, and we're gonna move on. Are you ready?
Okay.
Name a platform for learning front end development.
Oh, front end masters.
Name something you might find in a commit message.
Whip. Fix.
Name something you associate with Silicon Valley.
Douchebags. Just kidding. Bros. Sorry.
These are
Let's
good
see.
answers.
Just go with bros. It was good.
How about douche bros? Just kidding. No, VCs.
Oh god.
VCs. Okay. Name a way to determine if code is bad.
Large functions.
Okay. Name something that front end developers might swap.
Really? This can of worms. Frameworks.
Okay. Very good. How do y'all feel like they did?
Really
Those
good.
are solid.
It was so funny
we
to
nailed
do.
those.
The Silicon Valley, I had the same impulse reaction.
I did too, actually.
Rose is such a good answer. I don't-
That one's
I wanna-
definitely on the board, but
Amal was just throwing out everything she felt, all the
That's right.
feelings to
Man.
Silicon Valley.
As the only person here in Silicon Valley, that hurts. You know,
Sorry.
I'm only
I
sort of a
mean-
bro,
You're
like a half a bro.
well, let's add up your scores and see if you guys won even more winning. Name a platform for learning front end development. Nick said Egghead. That is the number 3 answer worth 14 points. And Amel said front-end masters. That is the number 5 answer. That's worth 8 points. So you did very well. You did not hit number 1.
What about Free Code Camp? Was that number 1?
Free Code Camp was number 2 at 15, and Udemy was number 1 at 16.
Udemy, really?
Huh.
That's interesting.
I like Udemy.
Well, you said you said front end code, so I was like, oh yeah, I know front end masters.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I'm at the point where like I don't really use those.
No, you
things
did
as
really
much.
well.
No, that's a good guess.
That was
the
pretty good,
number
yeah.
5
All right.
answer. Okay, so name
Okay.
something you might find a commit message. You guys did very well on this one. Whip was Nick's answer. That's number 4, worth 8 points. And of course, Amel, you also tried to answer that way. So you're honing in together. You're on the same wavelength. And then you said fix, which is the number 1 answer, worth 21 points.
Ooh.
Nice.
I was going to say SHA-1, and then I realized that's not part of a message, hopefully.
Not the message, unless you just read. I just read the SHAs now.
I was gonna say swear if I had to choose.
I would say profanity.
Swearing was in there. That's the number 7 answer. Also, oops. Ticket number reference.
Oops,
Yeah.
I did it again. It's
Fixed it for real this
Britney
time.
Spears.
That was another one. Fixed it for real this
For
time.
real.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
I love that one.
I have messages like that. Yeah.
Name something that you associate with Silicon Valley. Nick said money. That's the number 2 answer, worth 12 points. Amel said VCs. That one didn't actually even make the list. It was mentioned, but only a couple times. Number 1 was high cost of living with 18. Money again with 12. The show, when they think of Silicon Valley, they think of the show, worth 8. Income inequality was number 4.
Wow, that got real deep. Yeah.
Startups was number 5.
Very woke. Some woke responses.
And number 6
Really
was
woke.
tech bros / jerks. So you could have went with
Wait,
that answer.
Oh, you have
Oh, but you almost got it.
But you kept
on, I was
talking and
like-
changed it.
I think you should give it to her because she was trying to make this family friendly.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
Even though she
I
said
think, yeah.
douche about 5 times.
Sorry.
We're going to have a lot of bleeps on this episode.
You mean 6 times now? Just kidding.
We're going to have to bleep out OnlyFans as well. And again, because I just said it again.
How am I going to make money? You know, I got a family to feed. Come on, Jared.
Name a way to determine if code is bad. And Nick said linting. That was the number 6 answer with 8 votes. And Amel said large functions. That slots into the number 3 answer, which was kind of like verbosity, duplication,
Yeah,
long
verbosity.
functions. They all kind of.
What about nesting?
Longness.
Where did testing score on this?
Yeah.
So the number 1 answer was code smells, which is kind of a
It's very
I mean,
general.
long functions are a code smell.
right. It's a subtype. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but anyways.
Number 2 was read it or see if it's readable, which again like smells
Readability,
and
yep.
readability. Okay.
Yep.
Verbosity was 3. Test was number 4. Or no test or bad test.
okay.
Number 5 was run it or execute it or does it work? 6 was linter, like we said, and then 7 was like inconsistencies.
Does
like,
it work on your machine?
Right.
Works for me.
Works on
Because it
mine.
works on mine. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. That's something you should have in commit messages. Works on my machine. Name something that front enders might swap. Nick said configs. That one was not on the list at all. Amel said frameworks. That was the number 2 answer, so that gave you 10 points.
How do you swap
Number
a
1
framework?
answer there was stickers. Apparently,
What?
front enders swap stickers.
Physically swapping.
What's interesting is this one was
I
interpreted
was
both
thinking
ways.
spit, but
Yeah.
That was an answer. That's what he said.
Wait, like SPIT?
Yeah, like
yeah,
they swap
I don't know,
spit.
just because that's a phrase, like swapping spit. I don't know.
Right.
I have
we
never
all
heard this
go around
phrase.
making out with each other.
Emma,
Yeah, developers are notorious
What
for
is
their.
this phrase?
I'm
Yeah.
single in a foreign country. What do you want from me?
Emma also answered coding in bed was last front end Feud's Emma answer.
Oh, really? Coding in bed.
So stickers was number 1. Frameworks was number 2. Moving on. CSS classes. Now see here, they're swapping classes. So that's like more of like a technical thing. Stories, horror stories, war stories, etc. They swap
stories?
code. That's what they said. War
Yeah.
stories. Swap code or snippets, that kind of stuff. And then the last
Style
one
sheets
was
on there.
links
Or
and
like-
social handles. You know, like, hey, give me your social handle. Let's swap links. Link swap.
The classic developer catchphrase.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So adding up the money round here, the two of you together scored 104 points. That's more than 100, which was your goal. And
Nice.
so you guys win again. Congratulations.
Finally, so Jem can stop complaining about carrying the team.
I mean, did I get us here? Yes. And did I masterfully offload the burden to the
I
two
like that
people
you're
I
giving
delegated.
inspirational speech to this applause.
Exactly. I'd like to thank all the people who didn't help me. That would be Emma, Neil, and Divya. You all did not help me at all.
We gave you moral support.
That's true. I felt it. Nick and all, I believed in you from the beginning, as you can tell, and you won.
Yeah,
which is what's really important out of all this.
I know.
And we beat Emma, which is really what's most important out of all this.
We did. Thank you for letting us shine, Master Gem.
And now I've been on the winning team both times. So
that's true, wow. Nick. The silent assassin.
Such humble teammates I have.
Well, that is our show. Thanks for playing Frontend Feud with us. If this is your first time listening or watching JS Party, definitely subscribe and come hang out. We record live on Thursdays. You can hang out in our chat and participate. We love having a fun time while we record, so please do that. Check us out at jsparty.fm if you haven't yet. Thanks to our special guests this week, Jem and Neil. We appreciate you joining us, and to all of our regular panelists, Emma, Nick, Amel, and Divya. Thanks for playing. That's Frontend Feud, and we'll talk to you next time. If you want more Frontend Feud, help us by taking the next survey. It's at jsparty.fm/ff. And once again, we'll give away a JS Party t-shirt to one lucky filler outer. There's a link in your show notes for easy click-ins. What you waiting for? If you enjoyed listening to this episode, please send it to one or two of your friends who might also get a kick out of it. Next week's show is all about DevOps, so subscribe now if you haven't already. You don't want to miss it. Our music is provided by The Beat Freak, Breakmaster Cylinder, and we are brought to you by some amazing people at companies who get it. Thanks to Fastly, Linode, and Rollbar. Thanks again for listening. We'll talk to you next time.
Keep wondering about why JavaScript developed this culture.